Hi, Kellen.
Hello.
I'm Jacob Whiteman.
Mhm.
How's your day, man?
It's been going well, Mr. Evans. Yep. Just happened to email pencil me in for an appointment.
Pencil you in for an appointment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What for?
Well, you see, I've been looking to start therapy again since I had to drop my last therapist due to insurance reasons. So you had openings and you're within my network, so uh, just hoping to see if we fit.
So it's affordable.
Yes.
Is your hope?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And well, insurance aside for the moment,
Mm-hmm.
what brings you in? What would bring you into a?
Well, a big thing I have in my life is that I have issues talking to people about my depression that I've had for the majority of my life, and just other interpersonal issues because I just feel like that puts so much weight on the people in my life, and I don't want to feel like. Not only do I want a professional perspective on and adjustment to how I feel, and try to feel better and try not to have such negative self talk or have such like level of social anxiety, um, without worrying about that affecting my daily interpersonal life. Like there's just stuff you don't really talk to people about because like they're going to look at you different, right? So that's why I go to therapy.
Okay.
Mhm.
How long have you been dealing with these kinds of feelings?
Well, I have been going to therapy since I was 10 years old. So, I mean, obviously, as my life's gone on, the feelings and the problems have changed. There's new stresses. There's new, things to deal with. So I wouldn't say that there's particularly a certain feeling, like one particular feeling, in a way, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's a plethora of feelings.
Yes.
Okay. You said you've been going since 10.
Yes.
Lately, how long when you do feel depressed or these
Mhm.
feelings, how long do they last?
Well, it just really, I kind of feel a general sense of malaise, and it just gets worse and worse the longer that I go without having that sort of that professional support system. Especially as I've been having, I also take psychiatrics, so it's also good to have kind of a grounding figure during those medical adjustments because
Okay.
obviously when my insurance messed with my therapist. It messed with my medication as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you mind if we pause for a minute?
We could possibly. He was okay. So let's continue. I was talking about how I had with the changes in the insurance, it also changed my medication. So I've been wanting to have a grounding figure again in the form of as somebody professional to talk to, because the medication makes you feel like you're crazy. Like, are these really my thoughts? Are these really my feelings? Or is this now a new chemical imbalance brought on by medication?
How long have you been taking that?
How long have I been taking medication?
How long have you been aware of?
I mean, the worry that my thoughts are not my honest own have always been present. It's like if I can just get through this barrier, will I be my better self? Or is this really who I am? And so that's kind of been the entire mental health journey for me.
Since 10 years old?
Yes.
Have you been on medication since you were 10?
No. No, I started that one later in life.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a age range if you don't mind?
I started taking medication for depression and my ADHD in my early 20s.
Okay. When did you get diagnosed with these?
I've around the same. Well, I've been diagnosed with clinical depression since I was around 10, 11, 12. Um, but that just comes as part of CPST.
You got it.
Yep,
I believe you.
the alphabet, the bad alphabet. That's no fun
Bad
for my
alphabet.
brain. Dyslexics on tie. But so it's always been it's always been a chicken and the egg, or I like to call it a trifecta up, where it's like you have anxiety, depression, and inattentiveness, or a third stupid thing, and they just kind of Ouroboros themselves. So it's like, if you get rid of my anxiety, will that get rid of my depression, or is my depression because of my anxiety? And so it's just always been kind of a careful battle with that.
Okay. What happened at 10 or around 10 for you, if it was any specific event, or if it was just something you struggled with throughout childhood as a whole?
No, I watched my mother drown.
Yes.
Well, I murder. So once that had happened, I mean, things were a little rocky with my family before that, but it was the regular, kid growing up in the early 2000s, lower income family. And then she passed, and that got a lot more complicated. I've been to quite a few different therapists, especially I feel in this state, that have not been the best, or been able to, as I've gotten older, I've been able to articulate myself better. But yeah, so I've just been kind of been to different therapists since then. Yeah. I think the longest I've had a therapist is like 3 or 4 years. Mm.
And was it just insurance that got in the way of that?
Well, they come and go for different reasons. I've had to fire a few. And sometimes you see somebody 1 to 3 times. I give people like I call it 3-episode treatment, to really see if I feel like your therapy style will work in a way with me, or if I feel comfortable speaking about the things going on in my life with you. So, but yeah, so it's not always been insurance. It's been people have been moving, money, yeah.
Does this general feeling of malaise, like, how are you feeling day to day with it? Is it slowing you down? Are you super tired?
Well, the general, symptoms of depression, listlessness, not interested in my previous hobby, not like interested or passionate about anything, just kind of crawling through it, right? Working at a deficit.
Are you able to go to work just fine?
I do have problems with attendance. That's something I've always struggled with, both because I have a bit of the ADHD time blindness, as I've come to find it funnily said, and but then also just the getting out the door, getting motivated, especially getting up in the morning. I have a lot of problems doing that.
Okay.
Bed comfy.
Does this affect you in any way that deeply impacts your life?
Oh yeah. It's like my depression has affected my relationships in all capacities. So I'm talking financially, professionally, familiar, friend, significant other. It's just been been part of me and what I've struggled with.
How does it make you feel?
Depressed.
Well,
it's frustrating, really, actually, more angry than anything, because it just feels like I keep going to doctors, and I keep taking pills, and I keep doing this over and over and over.
Are you angry at yourself? Are you angry at...
Yeah, it is me. My depression is me. It's not a separate entity. I am myself in my mind. And my decisions are my own. I just know what influences them at the time, be it the external stimuli or the internal. I like to call it my personal encyclopedia. Everybody has their own personal encyclopedia, where if you see a snake, we both know what a snake is. Linguistically, that is a snake. That's a snake. But I had pet snakes as a kid. I think snakes are kind of cute. You could have a phobia of snakes. Mm-hmm. So trying to really change that knee-jerk, I see that, and that's what I define it as, has always been a very it's been a bit of a battle, because it is deep-seated.
If you were to wake up tomorrow morning and let's say you feel a lot better.
Mhm.
You're not time blind.
Mhm.
You don't feel this malaise carry
Mhm.
over you in the day. You wake up at the time you want to wake up.
Mhm.
Generally, all around, you're feeling a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea that's a dream. That's what I've been trying to do for so long.
Have you ever
Mhm.
had a day? Like, can you imagine this happening to you and the problem is gone overnight and you walk around a little bit and you realize it's gone and you're not sure why?
I feel like if I think about it, it brings it back. It's kind of like, oh, I'm feeling good. Don't think about that too hard.
Okay.
You know, don't try not to give horse in the mouth. But it's definitely a very rare and one-off situation. I mean, there's regular stresses in life that everybody goes through, but this is like I have a bad wheel on my little wagon, a wheelbarrow of how I try to get through life itself. And I'll keep hitting those potholes that makes dumps all my stuff on the ground. I gotta get my shit back together and keep pushing it through. So, you know, the idea of not having a broken wheel or not being is very hard to imagine.
What's so broken about your wheel?
It just keeps falling apart. The depression keeps coming back. The things that, you know, but it's just, you know.
Those times there is the exception.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? How does that day tend to play out?
Actually, it tends to be a case of mania.
Mania?
Yes. But,
okay.
Yeah, so, like, you know, you have depressive states and you have manic states. And I guess I always think that I'm being whether or not I'm manic or delusional, I always am very nervous if I suddenly feel very different. Even if it's in a good way.
Is it uncomfortable?
Yes, it's not what I know.
If you had to let's say rate the intensity as a 1 through 10, the mania or just the difference in feeling, how would you rate that?
If I woke up with nothing, that would be like really different. So I don't know this question. So we're both talking about what is my day to day and what is a hypothetical, and I'm unsure what I am rating at this time.
Okay. Okay, we'll leave it at that for the moment. I was just trying to see like any day that may have been an exception.
They have fewer and far between, and it's not ever a full day.
Okay.
So I think that's also part of my problem with rating that I've never had a full day.
You've never had a full day. Okay. Okay. When it comes to your depression, on the good days, how out of 10 would you think that would make you like? How good of a day would that typically be at?
7.
7?
Yeah, I'd say 7.
Then your worst?
Oh, that could be a 1 or a 0.
Be a 1 or a 0?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if I'm comparing to other people's scales, I wouldn't say 1 or 0, because I know there's people who won't even shower, they'll not get out of bed, they'll just no call, no show to work, like they have no function, so I'm actually going to retract that and say like 2 or 3. Like I'm doing the bare minimum to get through, and failing.
What makes you think you're able to do that?
Get through?
Despite how bad it feels that you're able to do that bare minimum.
It's just what I gotta do. I try not to think too hard about that.
Okay. Okay.
Once again, don't want to look at a gift horse in the mouth.
And on those bad days, do you feel like you get through to work just fine? Are you there on time?
It's bare minimum. I get the bare minimum done.
You get the bare minimum done?
Yep. Absolutely. I'm less detailed. Okay. I'm less timely on things. More frustrated. Less concentrated. And it's just generally the days I hope I have nothing important happen.
Okay. Okay. Well, when you
Mhm.
when you deal with this day to day,
Mhm.
what does your typical routine feel like?
Survive.
You're alive.
Survive.
Survive.
Mm-hmm.
Survive.
Get what you can done.
And what motivates that?
Just have to.
You just have to do
There's
it.
no other option.
There's no other option. Okay. So, from what I'm gathering, outside of insurance,
Mm-hmm.
which will be handled,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that you've had a lifelong problem with depression and anxiety, if I heard that right. I'm getting all around the board, this is persistent, that it is every day.
Yes, it's clinical depression.
It's clinical depression.
Yes.
It only fades away briefly.
Yes.
You're always feeling it.
Yes.
You're medicated, and you've been medicated since 15? 20. My
early
mistake.
20s.
My mistake. Since your early 20s, you're diagnosed with ADHD, and you seem to struggle with a lot of these different things.
Yep.
Does that sound about right?
The good old trifecta: anxiety, depression, ADHD. We'll run at each other. Who we gonna take out?
Well, I think you're doing a good job, despite that. We haven't talked.
Yeah, hey. You got to. After 20 years, it'd be pretty boring if I couldn't.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't talked a lot there, but I gotta do. I gotta stay in bed.
Yeah. So you know the routine.
Yeah, to a certain degree, yeah. I mean, every therapist has kind of a different way of doing things. I've gone with more traditional ones. I've gone with people with a lot of experience, people with a lot of no experience. So, I've been a therapist for my therapist, and that wasn't cute. That was the one that got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, when I feel bad for you, and that's why I keep going to these sessions, that's not good.
Nope.
No.
That's a waste of your money.
Yeah, it's a waste of my money. Yeah. And I'm not a good therapist. I'm going to tell you, after 20 years of being in therapy, I'm not a good therapist. So hope she's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Think you'll be okay with tomorrow? Do you think you'll feel better? Do you think?
I work from home tomorrow, so hopefully.
Work from home.
Yep. Gotta go. Gonna get up early. Gonna go to the Meijer and get some corn, and gotta get stuff ready for Saturday.
Nice.
I got the block party in my neighborhood.
Block party.
I have to buy 40 years of corn.
40 years?
Ears.
Yep. 40 years.
Maybe more.
So you have something to look forward to.
Yep. Like I said, you got no choice. You gotta keep going.
Right.
The world don't stop.
Well, it's been nice meeting you.
Yep.
It's good to know all of this. We will have everything situated where we can. And
yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Great.
It's been nice. I will catch you in the next week or so.